Hey y'all, I've been meaning to film a planner flip through for a long time because several of you have expressed interest in my micro binder planning madness. I just got a stand for my phone, so hopefully this will work out and you'll be able to see how it is I plan in a micro binder from Staples. I made this goofy planner cover from an old Santa hat, and when I say old, I mean I have no idea when I got the Santa hat. It may have just been given to me. I may have used it in marching band in high school, which would be, I mean, Lord, who knows how many years ago. So I just cut up the hat and put it, or hot glued it to a piece of felt, and I mean, it was very slapdash. So these are my clips for this month. I made this from a bead that I bought at Michael's. They're on a string. There are a bunch of them. This was on clearance at Hobby Lobby in a group of 3 green clips. And this is a decoration for one of those tiny Christmas trees that I got a few years ago. It's glittery and cute. And so I just decided to stick it on there since it gave good dimension to my clips. This is a hair elastic, so it's just, I got a whole bunch of them from the Dollar Tree, and it is pulled through both the cover and the micro binder, and there's a little hole that I drilled in the back. There's a machine marker right in the middle of the back of the binder, and so I just drill straight through that until I have a hole big enough for an elastic to go through, and I just you could thread a needle and thread through the hole and pull the elastic through. It's not very easy to fish it out, so I just that's what I usually do, is just put a little bit of thread through the hole and then grab the elastic and pull it through. Then you put a clip on the inside and it stays put. This clip was from Hobby Lobby. It came in a pack that was on clearance. I got this clip as part of an exchange. I made this. Most of the papers that I'm using are from a 6x6 paper pack that I bought at Michael's. It's the Fireside paper pack, and it is perfect for this, especially because I only use a small piece at a time. So if it's, you know, these are journaling cards, and they work perfectly for me as dividers, which is, it says something about how small this this binder is. All right, so I made this. There's instructions on Cocoa Daisy on their video for something similar. It just, you know, it just has pockets. 3 pockets here, and then I put 2 on the back. Not exactly this. The Cocoa Daisy example isn't exactly like this, but it kind of explains it. I can go through in a future video and show you how I did this. I put a prayer, just that I remember the season and the reason for the season. And it's just a great reminder of where true joy comes from. I put my stamps in here, and these are some stencils from Cocoa Daisy. Most of these papers came from that paper pack. This one I think was a free printable that I got from Pinterest. And I think I got this off Pinterest. I couldn't find the origin of it, so I printed it for myself, but I know that could be stealing. I wish it weren't. These are, so I've told you, this is a micro binder from Staples. This year, I think this was the spring of this year, they came out with, this has a fox on it, but I put a big sticker on the front. Came out with a whole bunch of these, and there were even some new ones for the school year, and they're great. I mean, this one has held up for a long time. I try and change them out so that they sort of match my kit. They're $3 each, so I buy a whole bunch, and I give them away as gifts. And I've done. I have inserts, spare inserts in one. I love this planning setup, and I never want to run out, so I have a whole bunch of these. All right, so I made this divider. This was a journaling card in that paper pack. This was on freepik.com. I thought it was beautiful, so I just made it into the divider. This is a piece of an Avery divider. It's kind of a heavy plastic. I use it as my punch guide. So when I have a whole bunch of inserts that I've cut, I pin them together with a binder clip under this and punch them real fast, and it just makes everything go way quicker. I can punch 3 or 4 sheets at a time, and I know exactly where the holes go, so I'm done in 3 seconds, which is great. I made this little plastic, I guess sheet protector, but I mean, who could put a sheet in there? It's from a baseball card sleeve, which is, you know, what you use for a pocket letter. I fused the edge, cut it down a little bit, and then punched the holes, and it's actually holding up really nicely, and I love having the sticker storage. I don't love fishing these out with my fingers, so I may use this for something else, but so far it's working for me. This is a stencil that I made with my silhouette. I made it from a Daiso folder. The plastic is way thinner than the Avery plastic. I tried using the Avery divider plastic and it just didn't cut right. I may try again now that I've made one successfully from this Daiso plastic, but I really love this. This hole matches my calendar pages if I turn it sideways, and it matches the day boxes in my weekly Dutch door insert if it's vertical. So I'm really getting a lot of use out of this. These are appointment boxes. It's been great. I love my silhouette. I've only had it a few days. All right, so this is my week. I usually put a small clip on this side. I made this one and this other one out of pom-poms, and just hot glue them. I love my hot glue gun. Hot glue them on. I bend regular sized paper clips so that they work. I like having like a half-size paper clip here because it allows me to write on most of the page. So this was a free printable. I think I've mentioned before that if you do 4 to a page, you can print a PDF in approximately the size that you need, and that's for something like this with a white background, it works. You just trim it down to the divider size that you use. All of my dividers, I use a full size punch because it just helps guide the paper through. It just helps everything turn easier. There's no resistance because of the heavier weight, and I really do want my rings to last, so I like that that's kind of a paper guide. This was from the paper pack. This is my to-do list. It's on the free printable that I created. I just have motivational stuff and lists in that section. These were from Simple Stories, and I love the Simple Stories printables. Again, if you want to do print them, you can print 4 to a page, and everything turns out approximately the size that you would need. So 4 to a page, the A5 size planner printables from Simple Stories, and they turn out great. This was from, I bought a Cocoa Daisy grab bag. I don't subscribe, but I do grab the grab bags because they are great. I love Cocoa Daisy. I printed these from, I think I just got calendars from freepik.com and slapped them on there with the washi tape so I could get my important dates down. This is from Simple Stories. This is Simple Stories too. I'm flipping it quick because it's got presents on it. This is from that paper pack. I just thought he was so cute, relaxing in his cup of hot cocoa. This is from the paper pack also. These tabs I make myself. I print them out and then put packaging tape over them so that they're sort of laminated, but not heavy. It's not a heavy lamination. And then I print them on sticker paper so that I can just peel them off after they're cut and slap them on there. I had these. They're kind of teal. There are more teal elements in this kit than I had hoped, but it kind of matches. I don't know. I already had them, so I used them. I love these little teardrop paper clips for micro planners because they're lightweight and small, and I dig it. So I probably will buy a few more of these. I got this in an exchange. I keep my son's respite care hours. He gets a couple of types of attendant care, and I'm responsible for budgeting that, so I keep it budgeted here. And then we do most of our budgeting on YNABs on the phone, but I like to write down my personal money so that it kind of keeps me accountable for what I've spent on especially planner items lately. So I made both of these budgeting sheets just to keep track of that stuff. This is from Simple Stories. It's really, really tiny because I printed it 4 to a page, but I like to keep track of these things for the month. It's just fun to look back at. Simple Stories again. I need to print my Advent of Kindness in a size that works in my planner. So this is the insert that I made. This stamp is from Cocoa Daisy. These actually I bought at Tuesday Morning. It's been on my list to buy the monthly clips for a long time. Sorry about that. I ran into the light. It's been on my list to buy these for a long time. They're normally $8 to $10, maybe even more on Amazon. I haven't ever found this brand anywhere else. I don't know where they came from, but they were $3 at Tuesday Morning, and I had to grab them. I love the quick reference. I love the way they look. It's great. It's probably one of my favorite buys this year. So for future months, to keep the bulk down in my planner, I just write lists of dates that are different than my normal schedule. So holidays, I just write the day of the month and then what's going on. And it's a quick reference. This paper is from a pack from TPS, the TPS Etsy page. And I think actually I used, this is from that same TPS kit, this pattern. So that's why these aren't available online. I can't make those available for free. I need to change the pattern there so you all can use them too. This was a free printable. I thought that was adorable. This is from that paper pack. I had to fussy cut this out and then put it on that sheet. I just keep lists of things. This is a list of what words my son says. I've got a list of stuff I want to buy, different goals. This is from Simple Stories. I love having these lists in my planner because I use them as just sort of tear out and throw away quick lists for when I don't actually have time to sit there and write carefully and small. So I just, I've created some with my TPS clip art. And I got this one from Simple Stories. I think they try to make these available in most of their kits. This is a Fly Lady. So this is from flylady.com, or I think it's .com, it might be. Anyway, the Fly Lady, who does her cleaning regimen, has this checklist available on her website. I'll link it below. It's not exactly like this, and it's not this small, because to make this the size that I needed it to be able to read it and work with it, I needed to move the header over to the margin. So this works really well for me. I write the date on it and what I'm supposed to get done. And then on the back, I write a to-do list. So anything beyond that I accomplish goes in the back in a bravo me. I don't remember where I heard about the to-do list, but it was on a podcast, I think. Great idea, whoever had that idea. These are available on my blog. as we've said. I use these for all kinds of different lists. You can write different stuff in the margin. It just, I don't know, it really works. You know, you can write the month here, what you want to do. You can say, yeah, so in January, my goal is whatever. I don't know. There's 100 different ways to use these, and I have probably not used them fully yet. I like having graph paper. It just makes writing more fun. These are from Simple Stories. I made these. They're available on my blog. These are from Simple Stories. I printed a lot of these pages. I think 4, because I like them. They're cute. This clip is from Cocoa Daisy. And these are the pages that came with the binder. So you can see that the pages in the binder actually are smaller by maybe a centimeter than the inserts that I've made. I think the inserts fit well, but you know, I just keep this in here so my son can scribble on it when he's bored. Made this insert out of some washi that I got from Michael's. The lamination didn't work very well this time. I don't know why. I think I used a demo sheet or something funky. This is elastic that I got at Tuesday morning, and I just hot glue it on there so that I can put my pen in there. I don't like using the binder clips in a binder this small because it would take up 1/3 of my space. So just hot gluing it directly to the dashboard works. I got these sticky notes. This one is from Tuesday morning, and these came from Daiso Japan. This was in a really cute kit. It had all kinds of different shapes. There's a tag, like a traveling tag, and a airplane, and all kinds of adorable little things. I think a suitcase. It was so cute, and everything was really small, so I really loved that. All right, so I'm going to show you real quick how well these inserts fit in this micro binder. So I'm going to take this apart. But that's my setup, and it's been, let's see, I've been using this as my primary planner for 6 months now. And I really love it, and I carry it everywhere. I love that it fits in my pocket, basically. I mean, it fits in the pocket of my coat for sure. It's really handy. It's really lightweight. I was in an A5 before, and I just needed not to carry around 2 pounds of stuff with me. So, all right, that's it. Thank you.